Just look at it all.
Get this. I wake up yesterday morning with the worst headache, no shirt, and a note that I'm fighting a duel. Me? Fighting a duel? I don't know how I got into it, but it's all rot unless I can find a second. I swear I don't remember a thing. Apparently I challenged Dalton Ames, the war hero, over the honor of my sister. I do seem to remember him and his bulky arm sitting smugly in the seafoam, taunting me. Surely you've heard of him. Back from Cluricon, and everyone's talking about his exploits on the battlefield. They used to talk about my exploits with society daughters, but... Proud son of vorsted traders. My name is gold in every watering hole and board house in Rathir, and, well, I'm not really allowed out of Rathir. You can't fight a duel without one. Now, you might be thinking, a popular fellow like Wayland, what trouble could he have finding a second? Well, turns out my friends are all drunken cowards. Look, you seem tough enough. Be my second, and I'll make it worth your while. Thank Lupoku. There is something else I should mention. There is no way in all Amalur I'll win this fight, so I've devised a plan. Before you go to Dalton, that's my opponent, find Gelfine in the Wending and ask for some rows of shadows. She'll know what you mean. Then go to the officers' hall in the burn, and on the sly, put some on Dalton's sword point when you inspect it. All in good time, my friend. All in good time. The way I see it, I'm doomed to end up in Melsenshire, and I'd rather cut the nose off my face than live a soldier's life. I want some freedom, and you're going to help me, right? After you've got the rows of shadows from Gelfine in the Wending, you've got to talk to Dalton in the officers' hall. Tell him I'm ready. He'll show you his dueling sword. Dab a bit of the rows of shadows on it. Then come back to me. Now, time for my part in this business.
Well now, how are you? What can I get you, love?
I do love hearing a sailor's yarn.
Hey-o. Well, what'll it be? All right then.
Excuse me, coming through.
Just look at it all.
These Alpha women, bewitching is what they are.
That garden in the temple spire top. It's always night. Got to see it with your own eyes.
My. Yesterday I saw the upper city. In the garden before the temple, it's always night. So long. So many new faces these days.
No, I don't believe it. Above that.
The captain of the watch, corrupt and murdered.
Oh, so much to choose from. I just can't decide.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels. Curios, clasps, staves, and robes, all of the highest quality.
Lyria's light guide you. Students of magic, masters of spells.
You, get from my sight. I said be gone. You, get from my sight. You, get from my sight. You, get from my sight.
Wow, you're fearsome. Captain of the watch, rotten as yesterday's fish. Well, he's dead now.
Well, outsider, buy or sell?
By Lyria, don't say it so loud. Someone could hear.
All right, it's yours, if you can pay the price. Remember, I never saw this. Or you. You got what you came for, now go! Get away from me with that.
Damn this siege. This is Clericon we're talking about, not your grandmam's henhouse. Your comrade dies, the job is yours. Yours!
You see, Gwatch? Now they come from afar to meet me. Me? They call me a war hero. Haven't you heard the songs? It was only 5 Bulgan, and I had a rusty knife. Huh, I don't see what all the fuss is about. Well, here for the formalities, then. My sword is in the back. She's new, the real beauty. Go on and inspect it. I'm sure you'll find it more than suitable. Right in the next room on the wall. Won her off a Varani chap. Mind you, don't grasp the hilt. They say it's bad luck. You've inspected the sword? Good. And I will see you on the dueling ground, second. Must say, I haven't shamed a drunken lout since I got to Rathia. Well, you go off to that lout and tell him we're ready. And then we meet at the dueling ground. Simple as that.
The burns for army use, not civilians.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Wait, you're the Archsage.
Excuse me, coming through.
Well, you're not the only one who's been busy. I've called in every last favor in my book. Now there's only one last thing for after the duel. I have it all worked out. With your help, I'll be free of Rathir, free of the war, free as a lark. I need to prepare for the duel, and I can't be seen near the docks. I need you to find Jaber there and give him the name of the ship I chartered, the Maid of Fortune. That's where I escape once everyone thinks I'm dead. The Rose of Shadows will very quickly make me seem dead to that warrior oaf. I'll be moved from a coffin to a shipping crate. From shipping crate to Maid of Fortune's hold, from there, the high seas and beyond. No Rathir, no war, not a care. A very mild poison. Don't ask how I know, or why Gelfine sells it. You appear dead for the length of a day, then you wake with a terrible headache. A simple thing, really. Find Jaber on the docks. Tell him the chartered ship is the Maid of Fortune. Fitting name, don't you think? When you're done, meet me at the dueling ground.
Just look at it all.
Wait, you there! You've been talking to my son. What is he up to? I already know about this foolish duel. There's something else, isn't there? Wayland's mother, mistress of worsted traders. Not a woman to stand by and watch her son stumble out of the frying pan and into the fire. With a son like Wayland, you learn quickly, and in the end, this is all my fault. I should never have breathed a word to him about military service. So that's it. I should have known. Disgrace a war hero and slip out of Rathir. Well, I tell you what. Go on as you were, but give him the name of Ravenswing instead. I'll ship him right to Chloricon. A good shaking up, that's what he needs. When it's done, find me here. You'll be handsomely paid, I promise. Remember, the Raven's Wing, that's the vessel. Yes, one of our merchant ships. She sits empty for now. Soon, full of charitable provisions for our troops in Chloricon. Wayland's follies are indulgences of youth. Nothing a little discipline and service can't grind out of him. He has always been like this, reckless. He takes after his father. What that boy needs is time in the army. Give word that Wayland be put on the Raven's Wing, that is all. And I will see you recompensed. I do not want for coin.
Wayland sent you? What's the word? This is a devilish curious business, and I don't mind saying so. A friend, you might say. I've been called other words, but don't you mind that. Raven's Wing? You're certainly named that ship? Well, and who am I to say otherwise? A friend of our friend, you might say. I've raised a glass or three with the lad now and then. Owe him a bit of a favor, too. Now, isn't that one of Forsted's own? I wouldn't have thought. But then you'd know best. You wish him luck for me. Make sure he's got the handle towards him and the point out the other way. Aye, if you'll go and second his duel. That's the bargain, ain't it? Let's do our parts. Good day then, Dove, and good luck with it.
Not a finer city in Amalur.
And then we turned around.
10 years in search of a game of hexes? You won't cast in the lower temple.
This won't last long.
Take your place, second.
Good, you're here. Wish me luck.
What have I done? Lyria, this is awful. How the blazes did I kill him? This was a duel to first blood. I can't stay in Rathir. This will get out. I was a hero here. All those fine dinners, the adoring girls. They'll hear of this. I'll be a monster to them now. That's where I'm headed after this mess. Dead? How is he dead? I hit him once.
He's got to go back to Melsen Shear now. This is a scandal. That's where we're bound now. Can't linger here in Rathir. Don't matter what he did in the war. Now he's killed a man inside Rathir's walls. He'll have to leave. Reckon I'll go with Dalton. I was his second, after all.
That's so then. Well, aye, it was the third day then, and the ale had run.
So many new faces in the market these days.
You did the right thing. I know Chloricon is good for the boy. Now, here is your reward, as promised. We don't pretend to the great houses, unlike certain families I might mention, but many luminaries have dined with us all the same. When you look about, you see a city of grace and magic. What I see is this bought dear, that sold cheap, cornered markets, doors to profit. I think he'll learn the error of his ways this time. I'm sure he thought himself clever, as if I wouldn't find out. Don't you know, the An ones are an ancient line, though if what I have heard is true, it may be near its end. The Wyvern gifts, on the other hand, no one has anything to say against the Wyverns, but then no one has anything to say to the gifts. You wish for a gnomish spun sweet, or a rare fey blade hilt. All these things must come to Rathir before they can be sold. I see to that. Very well then.
You look capable. Stern in the brow, proud of bearing. You are just what we need to deliver these notices. You'll do it, won't you? You've got to do better than the last fellow. There's pay. It's for the war effort. We're in Rathir. This is the war effort. How do you think we get a steady flow of soldiers into Cluricon? You've got to be organized, and everyone's got to pitch in. Went and broke his little leg. Oh, Lunala's tears. Hasn't a notion of how important our work is. No sense of the bigger picture. I'm the chief of recruitment, and don't think I've got time to go around handing out notices. Those notices are only the beginning. Notices of duty to denizens of Rathia selected to serve. The work can be hard, and you've got to, well, look the part. I'll give you a list of names, and you get each of them to accept their card. Easy as that. Well, what do you say? Will you do it? What I need are boots on the ground in Cluricon. I shouldn't say this, but if anyone can't or won't accept their notice, find someone else. Or make them. Whatever you need to do. Take these cards, deliver them to Runir Wesnan, Maywin Wyvern Gif, Afendel, and Varen Seawine. Almain? Odd. All can be found in Rathir, and I can be found in the officers' hall on the burn when you're finished. You can't fight a war without soldiers. True, we contract the war-sworn and volunteers arrive daily, but it's not always enough. Citizens of Rathir are selected on... Well, the process is secret. Even I don't know how. They're selected, a notice is sent, and they serve. The names are Runir Wesnan, Maywin Wyvern Gif, Afendel, and Varen Seawine. They're all in Rathir. Now, be on your way.
Gwalchmaze is just too expensive.
Good day, friend. These Alpha women, bewitching is what they are.
The innkeep can help you with a room.
You're the new Archsage. It's a pleasure, your sageousness. An honor. Kestchen, man. Think he's got the only table in those tunnels and the best game in town. What is this? It was only a matter of time before the army found me out. Just my luck. This calls for another drink. I'll have to pack my things. Alison. How do I tell my sister? Where will she live? How will she live? Army wages can pay for Alison now, but I'm leaving her. I'll send money. I hope she doesn't end up in the Wending. Let them sleep in their lofty towers. I'm headed for a real life, not sitting in front of books all day and being condescended to. Rove, another
Excuse
ale.
me, coming
Make
through.
that two.
Oh. Yesterday I saw the upper city. In the garden before the temple, it's always night. The tavern by the quays. You'll find as many Varani sailors there as full Rathiri, and my lazy bones of a brother, too. And the quays and the burn and the upper... See you later.
Welcome. Relax. Rest a while.
"10 years. This siege has gone on too long."
No, I don't believe it.
Then we turn around.
May your stay in Rathir be pleasant.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
Mind your step.
please.
Well, hello.
Won't anyone let me set foot off the spire? What is this? Have my parents seen this? Oh, Lunala's starry smile. Yes, yes, and yes to Cluricon. Think of it. They won't like it when they hear, but what can they do? Buy me out of it? No, not this time. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. Imagine, right in the thick of the war, and me with a sylvan spear, facing red-eyed howling Tuatha. And life beyond the spire.
Well, hello.
Fetch this, clean that, never a moment's rest.
Come, be at ease. We won't look down on you. At first I was greatly alarmed at this talk of serving in Cluricon, but then I thought, there are posts that never leave Melson Shear. And the right word in the right place can surely find her just such a position.
You're welcome in our home. We do not stand on ceremony. She is being sent to Cluricon. This is preposterous. If my enemies wish to harm me, let them launch subtle machinations against my own person. So long.
Fetch this, clean that. Never a moment.
Move along!
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Archsage, welcome.
Well, Topsider, what's on the tide?
Welcome to the Wending, mate. I'm sorry it's come to that, but here we are, eh? Where you go when you can't find gold for a Praderi garret or a bunk in the Keys, nor get work in a servant's quarters up in some great house. If you're able, you sleep in a ramshackle house. If you can't, you sleep in the tunnels among the mice and candles and rags. Make no mistake, for the likes of me, it's warm and welcome. Gelfine buys and sells what you please. Kest deals the cards, sparrows come and go. And the watch come through seldom to never, which is how we like it. Rathir. Some say it runs near as deep as it runs high. What I do know is the spire top's full of light and magic and wealth. Down here, shadows and rags and one daft old mage named Faldron Afari. Oh, him? No one knows his real name. Got that name from the way he talks. Some say he was next to the Archsage once, up spire top, and a spell went wrong, or his lover fell to her death. Whatever it was, broke him it did. What's this, eh? Time to serve? Well, I always knew it might come. Not sure what they want with a poor Runir Westerner like me, but I'll go. I'll go.
Well, topsider, what's on the tide?
Well, topsider, what's on the tide?
What do you want with me? I'm nobody. Nobody worth talking to. Get back! I won't go, not there. I prefer living to dying, thank you all the same. Well, there's that. Hadn't thought of that. Might be nice. Cook's work or quartermaster's. I'm a fine cook, you know. Today, a man in Rathir. Tomorrow, a soldier. Dead the day after that, I'm sure of it. Well, I'll miss the place. But I suppose there's dark and rocks in Cluricon. And soldiers play at cards now, don't they? I feared nothing more than those notices. But fear's worse than the thing itself. Strange, isn't it?
They sent my sister off to war, gave her leather...
We shall live in our enemy's house, now above, then below. Spire, fire, higher, tire, crier, dire waters, dead.
Get! Out of my sight! Out, 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 out!
Creep, crawl, cower, flower, uproot, down, and with a bleeding sun stumble to dusk. Dead and married be. We'll be wed, we'll be dead.
I said be gone.
Better the...
You, get from my... I said be gone.
Fancy a gamble? Pest's table's the place for it.
That's 5 gold over market. Over common sense.
Nothing finer at all, Amalur. This is Cluricon we're talking about, not...
A moment, love. I'll be right with you.
Every notice delivered? Good. Then here's your pay. Off you go then. No use standing around. We've got a war to run.
You there, my lovely. I like the look of you. I have gold to slip in your purse in return for a small favor. Me? You wish to know about me? I'm flattered, but I prefer to keep my cards close to my chest. The sea wreathes her. Old stone lifts her high. Gold and magic pulse through her veins. In the city of Rathir, a soft whisper in a dark corner unlocks many doors. Oh, now, don't sound so suspicious. I need some help in a matter of business. Tell me, do you know the merchant Gwalchmay? I am trying to strike a deal with that willful man, and I think I have found just the thing. Only, I cannot be the one to do it. The man who owns the goods store in the Prairie, he's got his thumb on nearly all the trade in this city. I can't sell anything without his good word, it seems. I have already tried to negotiate with him. He proved hard, stubborn, and unpliable. We could not reach a deal. I was hoping a new face and a new approach might cause him to let down his guard, become reasonable. How very astute of you. Now, Gwalchmai, I have learned, has a weakness for rare wines. This right here happens to be a bottle of Maybrin, his favorite. I wish we had more than just the one. A pity. Here's the contract for him to sign. The better a deal you strike, the sweeter I will make your reward. If I were to approach him, he'd dig his heels in. But a fresh face such as yours, bearing a bottle of his favorite wine? It might just work. More than the bottle I gave you? Very good. If you can use that to strike a better deal, I will see you paid more than it's worth. In his goods store, in the Prairie, the market. It's near the center of town. Get him drunk on Maybrin wine, and he should be magnanimous with the contract. Be good, my lovely, and I'll be good to you.
Well now, how are you?
The innkeep can help you with the room.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Greetings. All manner of goods can be found at Gwalchmai's goods. Maybrin wine? Wherever did you find it? Forgive me, it's just they're devilish hard to find. You likely had no idea, but there's not a wine in the world I love more. In fact, I think I'll uncork this now and have a sip. Or two. Another? I could cry just to look at it. Best to drink it now. Yes, best thing for it. The more you drink, the better it goes down. A remarkable woman, there's no denying. But you be wary. Those eyes of hers make promises. Promise things she'll never give. Friend to any soul with such distinguished taste in wine. To you, friend. Now there's Anwan and Wyvern Gif. The old oak and the greenweed, some say. Not I. The kind of one's as good as the other. Rotten-smelling stinkers they are. But how they love the scraps and tossings no one else would pay a coin for. A Maybrin? Oh, yes. Very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very kind indeed. Liked it, adored it. Sweet as a song and soft as Lyria's kiss. A Maybrin? Oh, yes, very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very kind indeed. A third? Ought to save it. But I've had to. Why stop now? So good. Nothing like it. Just lie down for a moment. Easy does it. Yes. What is it? Ha! A Lancian Alpha dress. Hawks on her name. A powerful merchant with a thunderous headache. Leave me be. If you're looking for an introduction, you can bloody well look elsewhere. One at the door. Area. Don't let them in. The reek. The what? The wine? I'm afraid I've had too much. Or not enough. Come again when I've slept a little. Bring more Mayburn if you've got any. That thing? Take it away. Oh, my poor aching head. I'll look at it later. Yes, later. The what? The wine? I'm afraid I've had too much. Or not enough. Come again when I've slept a little. Bring more Mayburn if you've got any. What's that? More Mayburn? Give it to me. It's the only thing for this aching head. Oh, better. Oh, a little better. Yes. That woman got the best of me this time, and I don't deny it. I'll hardly turn a profit on this little deal. So it goes. A Mayburn? Oh, yes. Very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very kind indeed. Carasta's contract? Ha! I made my stand known to her. Don't think I'll change it now on account of some wine already drunk and forgotten. A Mayburn? Oh, yes. Very much. Excellent vintage. Carasta's contract. Ha! Very good then.
Lyria, light your way.
Waltzmay's goods. Tell me, what do you need? A Mayburn? Oh, yes. Very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very Carasta's contract. Ha! I made my... stand known to her. Don't think I'll change it now on account of some wine already drunk and forgotten. A Mayburn? Oh, Carasta's contract. Come again. What will it be, my friend? Come again.
Lyria, light your way.
For common goods, come to me. Gems and shards. Maeve Arigar. Right over there. A Mayburn? Oh, yes. Very much. Liked it. Adored it. Spamaber. Oh, yeah. Carasta's contract. Ha! I made my stand known to her. Don't think I'll change it now on account of... Very good, then.
So many new faces in the market these days.
$20.
50 gold.
Baubles,
What do you
trinkets,
say?
sweets.
City watch.
300 and that.
If Augusta sees me talking and not working, she'll be mad. Lyria, where did I put the second form again?
33.5. Goods for sale.
Archsage?
20.
50 gold.
Do not miss Leogriff's.
Greetings. For common goods, come to me. Gems and shards, Maeve Arigar, right over there. A Mayburn? Oh, yes, very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very kind indeed. Why, so you did. Let's have a taste, shall we? Hints of a summer day. Undertones of frozen nectar. Finishes like moon on the water. A Mayburn? Oh, yes, very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very kind indeed. What's this now? Carasta's contract? Ought to have known she was behind this. Still, I suppose I was a bit hard on her. Here's a reasonable figure. She shouldn't turn her nose up at this. What do you say? Ha! Drink and cheer is one thing, business another. Don't mix the two, my friend. Never mix. Good then. Good, good. Signed and done. A remarkable woman, there's no denying. But you be wary.
Gwalch maize is just too expensive.
That's 5 gold over market. Over common sense.
Nothing finer.
I just have a look.
This is Clericon we're talking about.
The contract? You have it? Let me see. Yes, this will do. Good, my lovely. Well done. You brought me my profit. Now you shall have yours. Don't let the old dog fool you. He is as shrewd and stubborn as they come. But like any old dog, his tail will wag for just the right treat. So long.
Damn this siege.
The pleasure is mine, I assure you. Leaving me? So soon?
Damn this siege.
Do not miss Leogriff's many
This wine. Oh, this wine.
The captain of the watch, corrupt and murdered.
Ah, my friend, how do you do? I have word from the Raven's Wing that they have already made port across the strait. My son Waylon has been offered as a voluntary recruit. That and a limited allowance of gold will see his ride is not too smooth. Very well.
Anything.
Everything is bought and sold in the Prederi market.
It's common knowledge. Ames killed a man in a duel. They say he's left the city.
Oh, there's no use. I've lost the keys. Now Gwaltmay'll have my head if I can't think up something fast. Say, you're not good with locks, are you? Would you help a poor fellow who's down on his luck? Oh, the things they say about that Lanshi. That she talked a Jotun out of his own hammer once. And another time sold some Varani fool his own silk for twice as much, after cutting it to ribbons and winding it on spools. Well, he's a good enough master all in all. Sees to it I earn every coin of my wages, though. No standing about, not in his shop. With all these people walking around, you'd figure someone would help me after I lost my keys. Me, Gwaltmay calls me lad whenever he wants me, and the others call me hardly anything at all. Just fetch this and lift that. You've got the idea, only it's down in the Chamber of Trade storeroom, and I've lost the keys. Oh, I'm afraid they're lost for good. Now, I might have dropped them here, or at Kest's table the other night, but it's just as likely I dropped them in Bracken Bay after I'd had an ale or three at the Seafoam. Oh, what a great turn of fate! Oh, Lyria must be smiling on me now. Please, take this as thanks.